Frank and his wife and another couple went drafted on the Chattooga. Well, Ted was really good. He knew the river real well, and I think Frank did as well. So we left, I don't know, early one morning to make that drive. And you have to take two vehicles, so you have to take one down and leave it at the get-out point. Then you have to take one, drive up to the put-in point. Then you raft down and raft all day and get out. Then you have to take that car, drive back up. It's an all-day event. So anyway, Ted, we were in the route with Ted. And I think, if I remember right, it was a 4-man route. And then we had like an 8-man route. And we had good water that day, so it was pretty good rafting. The river was moving real good. We didn't have any problems. And every time you get to the real big white water or a fall or something, you pull over and get out and go and scout it and see which way you're going to aim that raft and get down. What's the best thing? It's real technical. So a lot of people actually get killed up there. So we hit some white water and the raft got turned and it started spinning and my wife got ejected out of the raft into the Chattooga and we couldn't find her. And so we looked and she was under the raft and the water had pushed us up against some rocks and we were jammed and we couldn't move. And she was under the raft, and we were trying to get her out. And if I knew what I knew today, I would have left her ass under there. And that is a true story. So that having been said, I'm going to say one more thing, kind of going back to what Buddy said earlier. I know a lot of y'all don't know I'm shy. I really am. I'm getting there, Lisa. Lisa, the break in traffic. Come on, man. Why are you doing that? Bring me a beer. Are we on a time frame or something? Okay. One more thing. I was a shy individual, and I hated rejection, buddy. Going back to what Buddy was saying, it affects you. It really does. So I lived a life of rejection for most of my life. So anyway, that having been said, I was a single man for many years, happily single, I might add, once I got her out from under that raft. You're an angel. You're a grandkid or one. Anyway, I don't know. Kathy and I have been married come February, it'll be 13 years. And before that, her husband Mike, somebody probably don't know, he died. He had Lou Gehrig's disease and suffered with that for many years before he passed away. Mike Alford. And that's okay. She knows I was married previously. I know she was married previously, so it's okay to talk about these things. So anyway, I didn't know Kathy was single and available. I was single and available, and I was hanging around with some not really upscale people sometimes. No, I just didn't. Actually, there's some people in this room that I can point out and say some things about during my single years that I won't. And some of them sitting right back there. But anyway, so somewhere along the line, I think Craig Wade told me, said, man, you need to call Kathy off. Of course, you know, when you're single and hanging out with a bunch of married couples, they all want you to get hooked up with somebody else, you know, get away from them, basically. So, anyway, Kathy's name came up in conversation several times over and over and over. So, this is a true story. Don talked about telling lies, but this is a true story. I carried her phone number around in my pocket for 3 months before I ever called her. Because I hated being rejected, buddy. I and that's a true story. I hated to call her and ask her for a date, and she's gonna say no. And what happened? I called her and she said no. True story. She said no. Who is this? But anyway, but eventually we worked things out, here we are. And so anyway, now I have been directed by the director of the goings on here tonight to introduce one and bring up on Stan Coster to the Stan, the man, come on up. It's Stan Coster, one of our sponsors for tonight.
I guess I gotta sit down here like that. You know, Jimmy, I can't believe you took advice from Craig Wade. That's probably the smartest thing Craig Wade has ever said. And your wife is a whole lot dearer to me than you are, so thank you. You know, growing up in Greer, there was really not many families. There were the Dillards, the Dobsons, there were the Howells, there was a restaurant, there was a lot of people. And the big I know the Bruce family, I mean, the Ronnie Bruce family, I think I came with from Taylor. It's basically Ronnie. Ronnie, you come up here and make a place, I got to embarrass you. Please, Ronnie. Ronnie, you're the best brand person here. You gotta come up here, you know. We all knew you when you had hair. Please, Ronnie. Please, Ronnie. The best thing about Ronnie Bruce is he loved everybody and he took Cat Dobson's place. I tell you about the other night, I love Cat and Ron. You know, growing up, when Lee was doing all this stuff, we'd go off to college and I'd say, Stan is getting married, and he came back from Columbia and they had a party and 4 people were invited and 2 people showed up. That's a weird citizen. I get back to Columbia, we went to South Carolina, and of course, I changed the Clinton, and they didn't get weird citizen there.
I wouldn't fight about that.
That's a good thing, now it comes. But, you know, Leo's family and Walter's family was so dear to me. His mom and dad were just doggone super people. And Susan, your mother and dad was wonderful people. We're blessed. We are just friggin' blessed to have a society, and I think Carl and I were talking about the other night. It's like a fraternity of people that just don't go away. And we really wish that Ronnie would. I mean, you see, he won't have to defend himself because he's an attorney, and he starts worrying about saying anything because we're here. Okay? Ronnie's a dear friend. We all love him. He's a great Sunday school teaching person. I've never been to a Sunday school class. I've heard that from him. It's probably a little book, and who believes that is, but, you know, I agree with Don Brown. Did y'all know there were 2 Don Browns in Greer? Don, you remember that? Does he know Don Brown in Greer? You know what he did for a living? No, he wasn't. He was a car salesman. He was also a policeman. And I remember I was probably in the 9th grade. It was Larry Leister and the other Don Brown. We called him Skinny Don Brown. He was a policeman at the time. And does anybody here remember Larry Leister?
Yeah.
And they were in a snow ski. Well, I worked for Larry Leister, watching cars and whatever. That great experience. And all of a sudden one day, we had a big snowstorm here, and for some reason as a kid, I didn't go to his house, and Don was a policeman. And we ended up on skis, like you ski at Lima Lake with, like, you know, those skis probably with us. Skis. Well, we hooked up behind Don Brown's police car, and he pulled us down Poinsett Street in the snow. I mean, that was a great time. I never forget that. But, you know, I have to say, Don, if we could sponsor you to be like Saturday Night Live or something, I mean, you're Tonight was a good night for you, but I have seen you better when you've been drinking, but tonight you're just grown. You're a great young man, and your cousin, my cousin, you're married to, please take care of her. All right? And I say that seriously because Greer, it is a group of families. It's a total group of families, and I look at Amy sitting back there, she's about to go to sleep. You got bad breath? You got bad breath, huh? You scared to breathe with Steve? Is that it? Okay. Well, and you know, you look at Steve. I mean, we got some famous people that came out of here. We've got a lot of popular people that came out of here. Fortunately, Ronnie Bruce is still here. He is going to be ticked tomorrow. I mean, I'm not coming to Presbyterian Church. I'm Episcopalian. I drink a lot of wine and have a good time. You're welcome to come. You make fun of him. He rides by. I got the 8 o'clock service. He rides by. And he's going to the Presbyterian Church. And he's all dressed up. I'm dressed probably worse than I am now. What are you doing here on the road? I said, what in my car? What are you doing? You know, remember that? Because he was the perfect person to sit on here tonight. And, being in the class of 7 in Greer was Coach Clark's last year, and I feel like I'm the youngest person here. Is that right, Lynn? Good?
Yeah.
That's scary. I'm 61, and that's scary. I never thought I'd be 61. I'm just glad I can still do it. Do it means anything. I mean, I'm glad I get up in the morning and brush my teeth. You know, it's a great thing to be able to do. Right, Jackie sold me my first car. I'm still paying on it. I mean, go back to Jackie working at Connors and Motors. Y'all remember that? What a joke. I mean, yeah, Jackie. We get up in the baking business. My car sold to a baker. I mean, where would I get to do that? He's waiting for career. I mean, it's really hysterical, Jackie. You know, so I'm just glad you're here. Oh, you know Jackie? How old are you? You're not.
He's a baby.
Are you Ronnie's age? You're older than Ronnie. Well, you could have fooled the hell out of me. I mean, really, Ronnie. Look at this, Ronnie. Look, you gotta look at me. Can y'all give Ronnie a hand before I really tell him to piss him off? You still want to go up here to feed himself? You want to come here and feed yourself?
I know I've been done.
You know, the other night we were somewhere, I think, Diane and Todd were there, we were talking. Ronnie was doing a typical thing, like, as y'all know, I've probably been through 7, 8 marriages. And from one year, Ronnie and I was somewhere, he said, I was with your ex-wife today and wrote her will, and you were in it. That's the kind of stuff we all get from him, but it's quite all right. But anyway, the next thing about Ronnie was his mother, and it's still his mother. In fact, y'all know we started a sugar thing up in Great Bay. It was called, what's it called, Ronnie? And he told us, I really don't want to bring my mother because she would be the mother sucker. He said that.
Did I say that? I've been drinking.
I can't imagine. I worked hard in my career, and all I know is that when I come to Greer, about anytime after 4 o'clock, and I want to go to Copper River, or Denver 12, or, you know, strip club, I come off in there and do my thing with my clients, and I always know I can get a free glass of wine from Ronnie Bird.
It's what we do.
And Belle, bless your heart, thank you for loving me, for doing this to your husband, because he's just a wonderful human being, and you're walking on a cloud with no legs, because living with him all these years is a wonderful thing. Sum it up, I don't know, I'm sitting up here, I do feel like I'm the youngest person here, God has blessed us all.
I'm
younger than you think.
Well, are you really? You know, probably the best thing I've ever done in Greer got Billy and Lisa back together. I know all y'all know the story, but Billy and I kind of the same age, a year older than me, and we were roommates in Carolina, and Lisa went off on her cloud and left all us here rednecks alone. And finally about 40 years later, Smiley Owl died. Then I was sitting in the hospital room with him. I said, yeah, no, Lisa. I said, oh, she was talking to me. I said, well, I'll call her. So we had her to my house for dinner, and the story's made. And now Lisa has become a social butterfly in Greer, and that's so wonderful. Lisa, Lisa's a blessing to downtown Greer, and Billy, you're one of my dearest, you are my dearest friend. You're great. You just started to talk more, Billy. What's happening? You know? Did you hang around Ronnie? Is that it? I mean, you been listening to Ronnie more often? I don't have anything to say, but one thing I gotta tell you, I love y'all. John Brown is just a blessing in my life, and my wife Sherry is every day to me. Thanks for letting me have that. You're just a damn good person. And Ronnie, for all the stuff I said, I didn't mean a thing about it.
Thank you, Stan Cosper. Stan, when I said one of our corporate sponsors tonight, how can you do that when you're losing money?
I charge it, Billy.
Big deal. Tommy Norris, one of our sponsors. Everybody knows Tommy, right? Everybody knows Vicky. Vicky's also from Vicky. Ronnie said, who knows me? Now, hell no, you're on the upper side of the track, man. You're up there high top, what we used to call it, didn't we?
He had a
High top.
picture with it.
Huh?
He had a picture with it.
Yeah.
That's right.
And indoor plumbing.
Exactly.
Yeah. What I'm talking about. You snob. That's all right. We have a word for you.